Hey everyone, Presito here, your second favorite Uniswap ape. Hopefully everyone's having a pro weekend. So in this video, we're going to be covering GlobeDx, which has sure popped up on a lot of people's radars. I mean, every pool group I know has had a pool for it, it looks like. And I think their private sale is still open because I looked on their Telegram. People are asking about private sale and they're posting forms for people to contribute. So it looks like it is still open. I saw people asking also when does it close, and they say be patient. So I guess it still has room to fill in case you are interested in it. But in this video, we'll go through it, see if it's pro or CAC. And yeah, let's see. So TGE, as I say, will be in April. So it is quite soon, actually, considering if you do the pre-sale now. Hype has built up quite a bit. 8,500 members on Telegram. I'm sure when they announce public sale, it will build up even more. So let's just have a look at their website. As you can see, it's an exchange. There's already one up and running. As you can see here, looks quite fancy. And what they say here, 100x DeFi perpetuals. They're going to have, as they say, excellent market depth, 100x leverage for free, and crypto volatility index perpetual. So it's all quite interesting things. But let's just go through their pitch deck, which has everything basically we need to know. So as they say, global cryptocurrency derivatives. What's really impressive actually is their investors. Y Combinator, Pantera, Draper, Dragon. You know, it's backed by Tim Draper. If you don't know who he is, he's a pro crypto investor. So he said it's good. So let's go through what exactly they offer. So what they're really emphasizing is that they're a lag-free exchange. So my first thought is, why do we need another exchange? I mean, there are so many already. And obviously you've got Binance, which pretty much does everything. So, you know, there's going to have to be pretty impressive things to set them apart, especially since their raise is really high. We'll get into that obviously in the tokenomics. But yeah, so what they're really emphasizing here is that they're the lag-free exchange. They say they're faster than the NASDAQ and overload ready. So they say as a true second generation cryptocurrency derivatives exchange, Globe has had time to learn from the missteps of the previous generations. Globe has a unique exchange architecture to tackle this. So as I say, matching and risk engines running co-location on high frequency trading hardware. And they say this allows for the entire order book to be kept in L3 cache at all times and nanosecond latencies between services, yielding faster than NASDAQ message processing rates to avoid overloads. And they say Globe also benefits from the huge expense invested into fast connections between major financial data centers like London and Tokyo, meaning that Globe can offer superior global lag characteristics and throughput to previous generation exchanges. This is what they say their innovations are. First, Bitcoin VIX perpetuals, DeFi names, and new index perpetuals, so you can build portfolios and trade thematic crypto basket indices. First, sport futures, which I think is actually quite interesting. Options and first skew and kurtosis futures. First, global real estate perp indices and token derivatives. And they say first no lag perpetuals, wealth management, scaling program, spot commodities, and pre-ICO trading. So it looks like they're also going to have a sort of a launch pad. And first equity derivatives. And this is their roadmap and when they plan to do all of that. So as they say, Globe's investors include crypto native and traditional market making firms. So they say it's going to be fully liquid from day one and co-located. So they share rack space with every major global liquidity provider in one of the world's largest financial data centers. So that is actually quite impressive. And you know what they plan to do with the innovation is also impressive. So let's see, according to them, their positioning is the most pro compared to, you know, Binance, FTX. Trade innovation, they rate FTX high but bad on community alignment. And according to them, they're the most pro in community alignment and trade innovation. So quite a brag there, but if they can pull it off, then, you know, kudos, and maybe they will moon. So in terms of the token, what's the purpose of it and why would you hold it? So they're going to have fee rebates, obviously on your trading fees, you get a discount depending how much tokens you hold. So if you hold $100 of tokens, you get 5%, 1,000, 10%, and so on. And if you hold $1 million, you get 40% discount on your trading fees. Staking, so obviously staking rewards, and they're going to have a buy and burn. So they'll repurchase and burn tokens on a weekly basis, equal to 30% of the trading fees and 10% of fees earned from all other sources, until 50% of the supply is burned. So that's similar to also what Binance does with their token burn, and that always pumps the price naturally. So I think that it takes more out of circulation, so obviously the price will pump. So that is quite good that they've got going for them for their price. Further utility, GDT token will be usable as margin for trading certain products, and there will be additional incentives around insurance fund staking. So it's quite interesting. Tokenomics have them. We'll see how it plays out. Team and investors, they've got quite a big team. As we said, they're backed by these very big investors. CEO grew 30 million AUM to 500 in 4 years at a hedge fund, and he's got a PhD. That's quite pro. James West. And these guys seem very experienced, especially him. Anyways, then let's see, in terms of their compliance, I read here that they have clear SEC-grade AML procedures and compliance providers, and works with US banking partners. That's also very impressive. And they use insured institutional grade cold storage to provide regulators and business customers peace of mind. Because obviously when you use a new exchange, you're obviously going to worry a lot about your safety. I mean, Binance, funds are safeu. You don't have to worry. If you get wrecked, I mean, they've got a safeu fund that'll pay you back, like they did with Cover and some other of the tokens that had issues. So, that's one of the main worries with GlobeDx. As we went through, they're already live. We had a look at that on the website. So now let's have a look at the token pricing and tokenomics. So their sales structure, they're going to have 3 rounds that operate on first come, first serve. The earlier rounds were for major influencers, and major, I mean, they said over 100,000 YouTube subscribers, over 10,000 on Telegram, and over 50,000 on Twitter were the only ones that could apply for those rounds. And seed, 15 cents, 11% of the tokens allocated to that. Lockup, 6 months with no tokens, and then vested over 3 months thereafter. And as I mentioned, it's only for invited strategics. Then strategic sale, 40 cents. That was 3.5% of the tokens allocated to that. 3-month lockup, and then 3-month vesting thereafter. Then private sale, double the strategic sale price, of which 1.5% of the tokens were allocated. 1 month lock, no tokens, obviously from TGE, and thereafter you get them over 2 months. And according to them, that's they say closes Feb 28th, but it is still open according to the Telegram. So here they say comparable tokens. Obviously this was as Jan price, so Binance price is quite a bit off them. But they're comparing themselves to these really big exchanges. Obviously if it gets anywhere near there, it's pro gains despite the high market cap. As you can see here, public sale will be up to 5% of the tokens, which will be $20 million. Max amount 1K, I presume, per person, and 20 million total. Up to, so probably the limit if it reaches that, which I'm sure it will with all the FOMO in the space at the moment. So initial market cap would put it at about 30 million. As you can see on the token Q&A, they say how many tokens will be liquid at the TGE. So at the public price of $1, there will be less than 10 million GDT liquid held by the foundation, and public sale, they say up to 20 million GDT. So that puts it at 30 million. I mean, if they say less than, we can say 10 million as worst case. So it's around 30 million initial market cap, with a lot being released over the next 6 months, of course. So it is a very high initial market cap. I'm curious to see how it plays out. If they do what they promise, I think it'll do well. But it is quite a difficult feat considering how pro the other exchanges are, and the standards they need to live up to. What's also a bit confusing is they say it's a min or max purchase, min 10k, max 500k, but on the Telegram they're saying there is actually no minimum. So it's, it's just a bit of contradictions going around. So it is a bit confusing. I wouldn't say it's FUD, but it is just a bit maybe unprofessional. So, I think overall, you have to ask yourself, is there room for another exchange? And from what you've seen, are you convinced that GlobeDx can compete with the likes of Binance, FTX, Huobi, and BitMEX, and all these exchanges? They compare themselves and they say they're so much better than. Maybe. I mean, what they promise, if they pull it off, they could compete, but I think it's extremely difficult. And I'm just going to give it a pronk. So, it's decent, especially in this market. I think if it was a bear market, it wouldn't probably be a good investment, in my opinion. But since it's a bull market, you can't just ape into everything, and everything tends to do well. I mean, at least get your initial back, unless you get rugged. So, yeah, that's my review on GlobeDx. Let's see what the girls on Tinder think about it. So for this video, I'm swiping in Vietnam. Very nice day behind me. Let's see what the girls have to say about GlobeDx. So to Tui, I said, what sounds cooler, Binance, GlobeDx, BitMEX, or Huobi? She said, where do you live? I said, I live on the GlobeDx. And I said, choose one, please. She didn't reply. Not pro. My joke was probably too lame. Then Diu, I said, GlobeDx or Binance? She said, do I need to choose? I said, yes, please. It's cuck important. She said, oh, I choose Binance. Maybe she knows it, but either way, Binance is pro. So I said pro. Then Chon, I said, what sounds cooler? Binance, GlobeDx, BitMEX, or Huobi? She said, Roberto is coolest, which is what I put my name as. I said, that was an option. I said, what's your choice? She said, my name again only. I said, please choose. And she didn't choose. So that's bearish for all exchanges. Oan, I said, should I invest in a crypto exchange called GlobeDx? She said, no. I said, crikey. Okay, noted. She said, hi anyways, how are you? I said, sad, because she said, no, GlobeDx is supposed to be pro. She said, what GlobeDx is about? Are you making a survey for it on Tinder? I said, it's a new exchange with no lag. So I'm pro, and then I got ghosted again. So looking a bit bearish. Then Alice, I said, what sounds cooler? Binance, GlobeDx, BitMEX, or Huobi? She said, I don't know about these things. I said, choose one or I neck. She said, Binance. Everyone's saying Binance. I said, nice. She said, why did you ask? I said, I just needed some financial advice. Then Z asked the same question. Well, asked a similar question. What site would you rather use to exchange nudes? Binance, GlobeDx, Huobi, or BitMEX? She said, not a single one. So again, no one's interested in crypto exchanges. Damn, that's not pro. Needed to know for financial advice. But as you can see, seems quite bearish. Then Angie, I said, can we name our baby GlobeDx? She said, do elaborate. I said, is it a nice name? It depends whether you're a fan of Elon Musk or not. So I said, I am. So what's your answer? She said, well, could have been worse. Easier to pronounce than X-Ash Sith. I said, okay, so GlobeDx is a yes. So finally something a bit bullish. So yeah, that wraps up my review on GlobeDx. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As usual, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And join my Telegram group, always discussing upcoming pre-sales on there. I think it's very valuable to be part of. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.